Yo, what is up, everybody? Oh, I forgot to zoom this in. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Saturday. Or Sunday, if it's Sunday where you live. Hey, R. Dominic, what's up, buddy? This is what I normally do. For some reason, OBS never never keeps a setting for me, like, ever. I don't know how to make it do that, but I'm here now. Yeah, how's it going? Man, I have been such a slug today. I don't even have a review ready for tomorrow. I should be able to finish one either after the stream or like first thing in the morning, but no more scare gift sub notifications tonight. I don't know, if things get really intense in this, you might be able to scare the shit out of me. Who was it? Somebody had Harm-B had the suggestion on Discord to add like really jolting sounds for certain bit donations. I'm probably gonna do that, actually, since we're gonna be playing so many intense horror games this month. But maybe OBS doesn't have write permissions to the settings directory. I will check that out. Thank you, Lord Sloth. I appreciate that. But yeah, I've not been doing a whole lot of anything today. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube clips. I finished Bad Dream Coma, which we streamed a couple weeks ago. It was that kind of sketchy on many levels, point and click adventure. The weird thing is, it gets really good right near the end. It's like kind of middling whatever for the first 2 hours, and then like the last 30 minutes has some really cool areas in them. So, I mean, that's great and all, but how do I recommend a point and click game that's kind of whatever for like 3/4 of its runtime, you know? So it's okay, I guess. Okay, I'll try running it as admin maybe after the stream tonight and see if I can get to remember what's going on. It might also be like there might also be like a settings file I can just edit, or there might be some like, hey, remember this button that I'm completely forgetting about. So yeah, I think we've been through all. I think we've used all the backgrounds at this point. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're in Edo right now. Let me use the theater for this one. Okay, so recap for anybody who's been. I've actually played through the entirety of R-Type on the Game Boy using this one, and it's exactly as hard on the eyes as you might think. Let's go straight black and white. I think a lot of streamers actually do that use the Super Game Boy. These are really garish. Let's use this one. I like this one. Alright, so, it's been 2 weeks since we last played Final Fantasy Legend 2. Scotch Mafia, hey, you're retro fix. Glad to be of service. Okay, so recap for anyone who missed out or forgot or whatever. There's 77 pieces of this goddess statue scattered all over these worlds that are connected by these celestial towers. Our dad, the player character's dad, was searching for these, and it turns out he's part of this Guardians organization who's trying to keep them out of the hands of not good people. We've been going around collecting them, and we have the vast majority of them by now. We have, actually, let's go check. I think we are, it's gotta be this one. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna change the contrast on this a bit. I think we do it with this one. Haven't actually gone into these options yet, but I think so. This is the current palette, the current 4 colors we're using. There we go. So I can darken these up a bit, and that's really all we need. I think we need like 1 step. And it looks a lot better now. I heard you know where to find some good bananas. Do I ever? This is guy Echigoya. So anyway, yeah, we've killed a bunch of gods. We've shrunk down and gone inside this priestess's body. We've explored a town of giants. We killed Venus and set her city free. So now we're in totally not Japan, where there's an illicit banana smuggling ring going on, and there's this guy Echigoya who's running it. And so we tried to bring him to trial. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We tried to bring him to trial with this woman Hana we have, who's a detective. But he was able to get out of it, and now we have to go into Echigoya's place and look for evidence ourselves. Going around the world gathering priceless relics for our private collection, keep them away from the filthy proles, exactly. Where are the crystals? Well, the Magi are kind of like little crystal orb thingies. We have a bunch of them at this point. Actually, we can check and see. There's 4 Magi in this world, which is the entire reason we're here. We just want the Magi. We've run it. Oh, we have 63. Bottom right. We have 63 out of 77. So after we're done here, we'll have 67. There'll be 10 left. God, math is hard. Especially when I'm a lazy ass all day. Okay, so we're in a bit of a pickle at the moment, though, that we discovered. All of our characters have pretty garbage agility. Kind of garbage stats in general. Eazy-E is good on defense. Strength isn't a huge deal because he tends to use stuff like tanks and SMGs. His agility is terrible, which means he basically goes at the end of every round. Jibo has good strength, decent defense. We gotta get his agility up because he's still going after most of the enemies. Same deal with Jojo. This is our dedicated magic caster. Mana 39 is not bad at all. Like, his magic's still pretty effective, but his agility just means it's super slow. Gnarl is closer to where we should be, with agility 38. And then Hana, I mean, Hana's incredibly fast. I think all the enemies right now have agility somewhere in the 30s or 40s. So, unfortunately, we're going to be doing a bit of grinding for hopefully not longer than the first hour or so. We need money and we need agility for our characters. Apparently laser guns are agility weapons. And then we're gonna have to get Jibo something new to do too. I think I was gonna stay at the inn. But it's kind of cost prohibitive. Like, I don't want to waste all the money we've saved up. I need eye drops though, for sure. So idiots got blinded. Oh, I got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Where'd all this stuff come from? Oh, I think I was hanging on to a few of these. Yeah, I was hanging on to the magic books. They're kind of hard to get a hold of. Blitz, Whip, and Headbutt, I believe, are agility skills. Pretty sure we can sell this battle sword. Pretty sure it's just garbage. The kimono is a waste of money, I think. Let me confirm that real quick. Because I remember buying it and wanting to give it to somebody and it just being like no good. So right now, defense 23. Yeah, defense 15 in exchange for 5 points of agility. That's pretty hard drop off. We could, in theory, give it to Eazy-E. That halves his defense. And it does literally nothing for his agility. Holy cannoli. That's terrible. That might actually be worth it, though. I'm gonna give this a try. Does he have any healing skills at the moment? No, he can steal things for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna give him a thing. And I'm gonna let him heal everybody up. Because if I go to the inn like this, it's gonna cost us like over 1,000 gold to heal everybody. And I can very easily go get another cure book. They might sell them in this world? I don't remember. We'll figure it out eventually. So we're gonna run around... You know what, actually, let's try a thing. Let's just try a thing. Let's see if we can't get on with the main plot in some capacity, and build our agility while we're at it. Because we're just gonna be wandering. Otherwise, we're just gonna be wandering around out here fighting random battles. I'm not sure that Echigoya's shop is actually any more difficult than that, so it's worth a try, I suppose. So this is Echigoya's place. He's normally standing here. He sells all the good shit in this world. He sells, like, laser guns and tanks and stuff. I think we might be able to find some of that stuff in his back rooms as well. Hey, Obso, what's up, buddy? Do we even get attacked back here? Hey, what's up? What are you doing here? Uh-oh. We pissed off a bunch of medieval knights. Whoops. Laser guns, tanks, and bananas. That's how this game works. Alright, we'll go revenge for him. X kick. Laser, I think, hits the stack. I hope. Oh, I didn't restore anybody's abilities. That's gonna be a problem, because he only has one absorb use. And then I have no idea what any of Hana's stuff does. Sypha's like a single hit, but it has the weirdest animation in the world. Coin does no damage. Temptat. Let's try the Temptat. Hana attacked Knight group with Temptat. Nothing happened. Now attack poison. Nothing happened. Knight is defending with flame. Easy E gets chopped in the face with an ice sword. Counters with revenge. Knight is murdered. Easy died. Jibo died. I don't think that hit the stack. Can Japan even grow bananas? Okay, so defending in Sypha. Jojo's dead. Run away! Okay, never mind. Y'all are cool. Don't worry about it. I was thinking about this too this week when we're getting ready to get back to this game. I might just employ the time-honored tradition of just running from shit. Alright, Echigoya is the dude on the right. Shogun, and Shogun is the guy on the left. Ha ha ha! Well then, how are the bananas? Echigoya, you have nothing to worry about. Here they all are, nice and safe. I am working so hard to keep the police quiet. Oh yes, I know that. Please do not say any more. I, of course, did bring extra GP just for you. Gathering Magi costs a lot of money. Squeeze more money from the townsmen. Oh, sir, you are bad. Haha, that is a very nice compliment, but not as bad as you, Echigoya. Ha ha ha. What is this music? Hey, you dirty scums. This is a keeper. This line right here. Wha? Who do you think you're talking to? Come on, fellows. Okay, we are not prepared for this fight. So Echigoya is on the left. I just used the generic soldier sprite, and then he has 9 Hatamotos. I'm pretty sure all get to go before we do. Easy E's jukebox. It is. So nobody dies in Final Fantasy Legend 2. If a character dies in battle, as long as you finish the battle by escaping or beating the enemies, they come back with 1 hit point. So I just did not bother to heal up after that. Okay, I'm gonna throw everybody at the Hatamotos and pray that they manage to kill them before things go bad. Temptat! Hatamoto's confused. Okay, so one of them is confused at least. Gnarl got bazookaed. Jojo got magnumed. Jibo got Psy-sworded. So all the do nothing. Oh, Easy actually got to blast them and blew them up with a tank. Okay, that kind of worked. Let's blow Echigoya up with a tank. An attack with Sypha. See, what the hell is that? It does 74 damage, whatever it is. Echigoya attacks Hana with Abacus. Missed. And then he got blown up with a tank. Oh, we got a Vulcan cannon out of that. That's cool. Those are pretty expensive. Echigoya, not me. Shogun told me to do it. I don't know anything. All right, and then we teleport back here. So we did, okay. So this is Hana above us. That's Kame in bed. He got jumped by Echigoya's men when he was investigating Echigoya's ship at the port. And then that's, well, let's just talk to somebody. We'll find out. We can't do anything with Shogun. Kame, please don't give up, Hana. Taro, that's his name. Using shields or other defense items can increase defense. Might be something to consider since a lot of our parties seem to have paper-thin defense. That is a good idea. A 1 HP speedrun 1 right now. The task is to guard Magi from such people. Shogun, are you a guardian? Yes, I am. Do you know guardians? My father was one of you. He was called Captain. Captain? Oh, how is he doing now? He's gone. Oh, no! You mean he? Come with me to defeat Shogun. Hana, I will go avenge you for your father. Alright, so Taro's joined up. Hana says, take care. Kame is very sorry. We're just gonna crawl in bed with him. Not creepy at all. And now we get sweet, sweet, sweet Taro music. I'm sorry I keep hitting that button. For every other RPG in existence, this button right here is the menu button. But on the Super Game Boy, since it's only 2 buttons, it's the flip back to the other color button. Alright, we got Taro, 551 hit points. He has a Muramasa, a katana, decked out in ninja shit, and his Book of Cure. So he is, super strong. He's straight up samurai. My father goes by retired, how about yours? Okay, so now, we're basically on the last leg of this one. Wait, no, I'm not gonna go spend a stupid amount of money. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna give JoJo that cure book. I'm gonna save Taro's for now. You know what? I keep confusing myself. I need to switch back to their control type. Ability, JoJo. Alright. So I'll have him cure everybody up. Then we can go stay at the inn for basically free. But we'll get all of our ability uses back. Apparently your mana stat determines how much healing you get from magic as well. That's interesting. Got a laser gun back. Yeah, 11 GP. That's what we needed. Alright, so there's one dungeon left in here, and it's the Shogun's Castle. Which we can go check out, honestly. There's no reason not to. Just try to beat battles in a way that get our character's stats instead of death. X-Kid. Laser gun. Stun him. Samurai shield. Laser does a lot of damage. Laser does a lot of damage. It's Tarantula. Kick. X-Kick does a lot of damage too. I forgot about that. Yeah, we basically want to let Jibo and JoJo do everything, so they can actually get stat ups. JoJo's agility up, perfect. The castle is up here. Hi. You villain, we'll arrest you. Do not waste your lives. Shut up. Stone men. The two guys standing outside were actually 3 stone men. That's right. These melee abilities do more damage when you get down to the bottom of the stack, isn't it? Ain't that how it works? I'll let Taro get in on this as well with his katana. 205 damage. Stoneman is strong against stunner. Nothing happened. Oh, we got gas. Gas does a fair bit of damage. Meep. Okay. It's just Christopher. Hey, what's up? Apparently the fastest recorded hermit crab is 4 inches a second. That's pretty fast, if you think about it. I watched someone speedrun this since the last time we spoke before I met you. I hadn't thought of this game for 25 years. Oh, cool. This is definitely not a speedrun. This is so exceedingly not a speedrun. Kick. Stoneman's meat. What the hell? Let's eat it. Gnarl became a fairy, and Jibo's agility went up. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna do a backup save here. Fairy seems pretty good. Fairy has innate cure. That is super double plus what I want right now. Top everybody back off. Is there anything over here? Oh, there's a little house over here. Check this out. With nothing in it. I'm sorry, full of knights. Completely full of knights. This is not a good fight. We don't want fights with big stacks of enemies. Because they're gonna get to go before our team. We want... Oh, good. Okay, Commando's X-Kick does nothing. Jibo took a whole bunch of damage. Oof. Okay, Jibo's dead. What can we do about this? What can we do about this? Glad John is about to start your RPG because no one's around. We can all hang out. Play video games together. Yay! Okay, Commando doesn't seem like a big deal, but the Wyvern does. Let's get rid of him. Actually, wait, you have a stack attack. You hit him, and you hit him. Okay, well, that one's dead. Yeah, so tanks are amazing because they do a huge amount of damage to a stack, and they also defend like a shield. Don't kill... No, they killed Jojo. Yeah, tanks do 800 damage. It's absolutely insane. Grenade. Ice. Katana. It might actually be doable. Hey, Cold Rolled Steel, what's up? I'm gonna skip the meat for a bit. Hey, it's another little house. Hey, knock it out. Off. We'll blow them up. We'll kick you, and laser gun you, and zap you, and... Does a Muramasa... Let me see what the difference is. Hits weakness of Commando with Muramasa. 1,006 damage. Easy got shot with a bazooka. Yay, you got to do something. Wyvern's blowed up. Okay. Tank those guys too. Actually, I guess I don't really need to. Yeah, save that Muramasa. Jesus. Okay, kapow. Yay, no. Not getting any stat ups for these either. Why is there nothing in these rooms? That's weird. They love this grouping. Jesus. I mean, I don't mind it. Let's see here. Kick the commando. Zap the commando. Okay, just get rid of those guys. Just wanting a rematch, and they brought more friends this time. They're like, okay, clearly what went wrong last time is we didn't have enough people. Well, all the important people of that fight are dead, so. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run back to town real quick. And heal, and get our ability uses back. And then honestly, we might just corpse run through the Shogun's castle. If I'm being honest here. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how I beat this game as a child. Is I pretty much just ran from everything. And then just somehow had the right combination of equipment to beat the bosses. This one has a really hard boss, if I remember correctly. Kind of like Venus. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it until I started playing this again now, but I've only ever beaten this game one time. And it was as a child, definitely back when I did not have the patience to play through games normally. And I ran from everything, and I would use tanks and laser guns. That last hit was incredible. Also, Jibo's max HP went way up. Okay, we'll give him headbutts. Also, I don't think this fire gun is very useful. I'm gonna give him a Vulcan cannon instead for when he needs it. See, I've never really beaten this game the right way. The right way. So this is turning out to be a bit of a challenge for me. The menu system's just clusterfuck. Menus have come a long way since the days of the original Game Boy. What are you up to? Okay. 3 GP. Alright, let's save again. So we are gonna try... We're gonna try to get through the Shogun's castle. Mainly by running from stuff. If we get some decent enemy configurations, we'll try to fight them. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of grinding in video games, so I want to avoid it if at all possible. And it seems like the grind in this one is gonna be pretty slow. Holy moly. Okay, this is actually a decent group. Because Taro can ice one of these guys right off the bat. I can blow up the evil pines. So I can have my guys that need level ups focus on the Gaybold. Which I don't think I can put to sleep. I can try putting the evil pines to sleep. And then just have him Muramasa the fuck out of this pathogen. Evil Pines are strong against sleep, never mind. 765 damage. Gaybolg's defending. So... Headbutt's not gonna work. Laser gun will. And it's gonna kill him too. And then everyone's weak against tank. Is that a mech unit? It's a robot, yeah. Yeah, let me go through here. Yeah, our main character is a robot. There's basically 4 classes in this game: human, mutant, excuse me, human, mutant, robot, and monster. And we have one of each right now. Robots are a really cool concept for a character class in this. They don't level up. All of their stats are derived from the equipment you give them. So since we gave this guy a giant helmet, a flame shield, a tank, and a revenge sword, his defense is super high. Because we gave him a bunch of swords, his strength is pretty high. And because we didn't give him anything like whips or bows or melee attacks, his agility is super low. So, it's neat. It's a neat way to customize a character. This is less promising. The evil trees aren't so threatening, though. The pathogens are. And I don't want to use up all these tank uses, because I'm going to need them for the... You know what? I'm going to run from this group. Problem is I only have 10 tank uses, and I am absolutely going to need them against the boss. What is this little place? Empty! So many empty rooms in this place. I also don't remember how big this castle is either. Tired of nothing. I just figured out why their X kicks do nothing. Because when you encounter an enemy, they're gonna start with a full stack of, oh, I can't run. Oh, that was dumb. Since it's a fresh enemy, they would start with a full stack of X kicks, which is gonna do, like, the absolute minimum amount of damage. You just defend. You headbutt this guy. You laser gun this guy. You ice these, and you... Now I want to make sure that this thing dies. Tara's basically just here with us for the castle, so I don't think I need to be too protective of his Muramasa. Okay. Oh my god, headbutt actually killed. Jibo's dying of poison. Headbutt! Laser! It doesn't matter, they're gonna get... Actually, no, it does matter. Everything matters. How'd you miss? It's a giant-ass spider! I might have screwed this up. Oh god, I didn't. Okay. I ain't eating that. And their agility's up. I was thinking if that went to another turn, the poison was gonna kill Jibo, and then he wasn't gonna get any stat ups. So, but miraculously, that headbutt actually killed. Unfortunately, this isn't one of those RPGs where poison persists outside of battle. Also, I'm gonna save after that, because stat ups are so good. I need them so much. Is there anything back here? I don't think there's anything back here. I think it's just this building in the middle. Not knowing anything about this game, this just seems wild having tanks, lasers, and dragons. It is! It really is. Yeah, so this is Final Fantasy Legend 2, which is actually the second game in the Saga series. I always forget the Japanese name for this series. Seiken Densetsu or something? Is that Pokemon on the right? No, that is a giant virus. We first encountered those when we shrunk down and went inside the body of Ki, the High Priestess. Seiken Densetsu is the mana games. Damn it. Damn it. So what are these? What are the Saga games? Are they just Saga? Man, this shit's so confusing. Okay, I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna try using the Revenge Sword. And then you can headbutt... Makai Toshi Saga? This music makes me think of Pokemon. I feel like that's more a product of it being on the Game Boy than anything. I I think viruses are weak against fire, and I don't have fire. Let's get rid of as many of them as we can. Oh, shit, that got rid of him. Okay. Evil Pine attacks with Bash. Z counters with Revenge. Oh, Gabolgs are not threatening at all. Never mind. They're just hitting my really high defense character. Okay, so we can probably just attack these things pretty normally then. I can't put him to sleep though. Cure. You're headbutting a demonic dagger. That is exactly what I'm doing. That's why I love this game so much. Yeah, these games are nuts. The first. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with the first Final Fantasy Legend game or the first Saga game, you're basically climbing a mysterious tower that connects to four different worlds, each of them being terrorized by one of the four winds from Chinese mythology, like Genbu the Black Turtle. I don't want to fight these. I don't want to fight these. I don't want to fight these. Run away. I don't want to fight them if they've already killed half my party by the time I get to take a turn. So you're climbing through this tower, you go to these four worlds, you fight the four winds, and then at the end of the game, you have to battle God. It's pretty cool. And one of the worlds is post-apocalyptic Tokyo. Yeah, that's all. I think it was one of the first Kill God JRPGs though. I think it kind of helped pave the way for those. All right, so we're going in here. Okay, so now we're in the actual dungeony part, and I think there's treasure in here. Okay, I actually really like fighting this group. Revenge, headbutt. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. You have to headbutt the tree. Let me think about this for a second. Okay. Change of plans. Flame Sword, which it should be weak against, but Jibo should get to go first. Laser down the Gabolg. Ice this group, and then you don't have to do anything. You can chill. I screwed that up. And then Pathogen poisoned everybody repeatedly. That's actually not so bad. Headbutt goes off first. Easy takes a little damage. Gabolg goes down. Instant death. Okay, so I think what just happened, because I know you can get critical hits, which just instantly kill an enemy. You can hit the weakness of enemies, which is like a critical hit in any other game, which does like double damage or whatever. Apparently that was a combination of the two. Like, we hit the evil tree with its weakness, and then got, like, a critical hit off of that. Which, like, double instant killed it, or whatever. Headbutts, lasers, cure, shield. I've never seen them do that before. I think now we have 3 pathogens to deal with. 2 pathogens. 1 pathogen. Okay. Let's just... no. Oh, you have only 1 more shot at cure, huh? That's okay, he's a cure book. And I really need to use that cure book. Do they just poison things? Is that all they do? Because if so, this is like an ideal group to grind off of. Like, I should always fight that group. Why does their max HP keep going up? I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting a stack of 5 enemies that are all gonna get to go first. Let me check this other room real quick. Nothing! Great. Yeah, so I have... There's... I'm gonna try this. This is probably a really bad idea, but I'm gonna try it. It's because there's one stone man, and as long as Gnarl gets to go before the mosquitoes, this should one-shot them. Should. Extremely should. Good. Mosquitoes weak against ice. 442 damage. Okay. So now all we got is one stone man to beat up on. The thing about laser, it goes through all defenses. It does the same amount of damage to everything, which is kind of a big deal. That's why I tend to lean on stuff like grenades and SMGs and lasers and tanks, even though they usually don't give skill ups. They're just better weapons. I guess that was supposed to be the strategic trade-off in this game, but it's not really that great of an idea when you get down to it. Like, why make players choose between being effective in combat and actually leveling up their characters? I just did a little reading on how to train your stats in this game. Lay it on me. What am I doing wrong? Just tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I think this is the way we want to go. So let me check this next room. There should be... Oh, I'm not fighting that. Oh, hell. The last action they use determines the stat they train. Okay. I don't want to fight. Jesus! This group might kill us. Okay, we got to run. Absol, Saturday nights are always kind of like quiet nights for us, I've noticed. Oh god, I hope not. Alright, we'll use your cure book this time. Sounds too similar to Mystic Quest skill ups. Yeah, Squaresoft went through this period of, like, skill up by doing that they thankfully didn't really seem to... Oh, we're talking about it on screen. You worried me there for a second, Opsel. Third up, the rates go up when you're fighting enemies of a comparatively higher level. Oh, Quest 64. I couldn't even remember how the skill system worked in Mystic Quest. Phantoms and wyverns. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, this is the way we want to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna focus on just getting through this castle. If the next world is the one I'm thinking of, ooh, I don't want to fight any of these groups. If the next world is the one I'm thinking of, we'll have plenty of chances to fight higher level enemies. Okay, I'll try this one. You don't want to wear gear that increases the stats you're trying to train. The game uses the artificially boosted stat value to calculate the odds of a stat game. Jesus, seriously? That's so obnoxious. Man, that's obnoxious. Alright, yeah, at this point, I'm considering just being like, screw it, and like, corpse run through this entire game. Fortunately, that's not gonna kill them. Gnarl is strong against ice. That laser blast did not kill that Phantom. But Headbutt did. Boom! Mighty blow, Phantom fell. So apparently Flame Swords just straight kill stuff that are weak against them. That's good to know. Why don't you keep him alive? Why don't you guard? One down. Two down. Phantom's meat. I don't think so. Jibo's agility up. So what? Okay. Where are we at right now? Agility 23. I think he's gained 3 agility since we started tonight. Jojo is also at 23. Not bad. Just not good. Alright. Heal everybody. Make us feel good. And then items. Alright, I have 3 spaces here. Body potion. Ninja glove. And a missile. Missiles are good. Missiles are good, and I'm probably gonna give them to Easy E, because I think you only get 10 of them. Yeah, we'll swap out the grenade. Yeah, you get 10 missiles. Missiles hit everything. It made his HP go up, which is cool. It didn't really affect his other stats, so stuff like tanks and missiles don't impact your stats. So the thing we need to do is swap out stuff like the SMG and the Flame Sword for things that are going to increase his strength or agility. Best way to parallel will be to take cheap weapons, go the furthest point in the game you can get, make sure the last move of each character in each battle is made using the weapon associated with the stat you want to raise. Missing is fine and doesn't affect growth. Okay. Body potion affects defense, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna use on Jibo, just because he needs all stats. Oh, that was HP max up. Not great, but whatever. Ninja glove. Who could use a ninja glove right now? He has a giant glove. What's a ninja glove gonna do for you? It's gonna raise. It's gonna lower his strength significantly. He's probably. I feel like he's probably agile enough to hit with the gold sword now. Gold sword does an absurd amount of damage. Having robots and monsters in your party are nice for not depending on stat training. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how I got through this game before. What about... what do you have? What if we switch this out? Oh, that hurts your mana stat. Okay, that's a straight upgrade. So you can have a ninja glove. I will allow you to have a ninja glove. Okay, cool. Let us proceed. Okay. I'm gonna see how much damage SMGs do at this point. Because he should go last. I'm not sure Gnarl's gonna be able to do anything to the boss. Because big, like, world bosses tend to be immune to, like, all elemental magic for some reason. Which honestly is, like, really stupid to me, because if you have any mutants in your party, like, their best abilities are gonna be their innate spells, which are all elemental. So... 67 damage. That's adorable. Actually, it doesn't matter. None of you are gonna get to do this. Because Taro's just gonna katana him. Or not. The more you fiddle around with the game's inner workings, the less faith you have in it. There are essentially no hidden variables for things like experience points, which make a whole lot of sense for mutants. I'm come across saying, most of what makes this game interesting isn't the system, but rather the copious mistakes they made in attempting to program it. I'm fairly certain there's no funny business going on behind the scenes. Was this Dragon celebrating Ash Wednesday? Jibo's agility went up, Jojo's max HP went up. These are all good things. These are all very good things. We're actually doing okay. We're killing some monsters. We got a bunch of money. This next world is gonna kind of change everything. So I'm kind of focused on getting through that one tonight. Okay, we can do this. This is fine. Everything is fine. Do flame swords work on stone men? Let's find out. Also, you're almost out of laser. I had this glitch where I could duplicate items or something by using my garbage can. Yes! I think Nintendo Power actually outlined how that works. I don't remember. Oh, shoot. Oh, God, the mosquitoes got to go first. Oh, that sucked. At least it didn't roll the initiative for the entire stack. Like, not all of them got to go first. Stone man's meat. I don't want any. Jojo's max HP keeps going up. You are gonna be out of cure really soon, my friendo. Jibo's stats actually seem to be getting to a good place. Ooh, treasure. Dragon sword. That sounds cool. Can you try using your trash can like an item and see if it works? Sure, yeah. I'm gonna give this to Jibo, and I'm gonna swap out the SMG. Wait a minute. I don't really want to waste this whip if it doesn't work. Let's give it a try. I don't think Blitz whips are very expensive. Okay, that added 10 to his agility, so I think we'll just leave that equipped. Okay. So here. Okay, well that made the grenade go away. That was weird. Doesn't seem to be doing anything for me. That's okay. A grenade was garbage anyway. I ain't fighting no ninjas. I'm fighting ninjas. You're reading the trash can bug game fac. Oh, we're getting beat up. Oh, we're getting toe up. Do not want. We still can't run. Oh no! Oh no, can't see. I'm not fighting this group. I literally can't. My entire party is dead. It's just Taro. And I still can't run. That sounds like fun. Is he gonna make it? No, we're dead. Yay! Easy's party was slain. Do you wish to fight again? Sure. Remember that, by the way. Okay, so apparently we just can't run from this battle at all, no matter what, ever. When you can use the trash can depends on how many total magi you have in your possession. That's ridiculous. Okay. Cool. Easy is dead. Can you just let me run from the stupid fight? Okay. I'm gonna keep trying to run. And then if we have to fight this battle again, I will actually fight it. Okay. Apparently, we're just not allowed to run from this one. This is the first battle in the entire game that we haven't been allowed to run from. Even stranger is that with each use of your trash can, you will lose a power magi. What? Do I actually have less magi now than before? Or is it only if you use it for the bug? After a certain amount of uses, your magi total will become 99, which will allow you to pass through any... That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Okay, we're fighting this one. I think I have to use a tank just to keep Easy from dying in the first turn. And I will use the tank to get rid of these ninja. Yeah, we can't worry about stat ups this time. Vulcan Cannon the Stone Men. Blizzard everybody. Thunderstrike the Knights. And then you don't have a whole lot. You don't have a stack attack is a problem. I can thin out the ninjas though. 994 damage. Yeah, that does sound like a hidden speedrun strat. Because if you can get that rolling, you can go straight from the first world to the finale. Yeah. Oh, Jibo took 410 damage. And another 400. Rip Jibo. Alright, Blizzard took down the Knights. Tank versus Ninja. Tank wins. Apparently these developers never played Metal Gear Solid. Of course they didn't, because Metal Gear Solid came later. It's a dumb joke. Whip! Use a whip. Laser? You're not gonna get to use it though. Warning, if you go to Final Town, you'll lose all... Oh, that's right. You lose all your magi there. If you collect another magi, your magi count will reset to 0, and you can potentially be forever trapped in whichever world in which you screwed up. We got an ice sword randomly from that. That's cool, I guess. Oh, I could probably give that to Eazy-E. Boost his stats a bit. This is amazing. Lord Sloth, thank you so much for looking this stuff up. It is absolutely fascinating. Well, you already have a flame sword. Do you want another sword? Yeah, you don't need a grenade. You super don't need a grenade. I'll give you an ice sword. Alright, I think we're nearing the end of this. What determines how many times you can use the trash can is not only which magi you equip, but also the order in which they are equipped, and the number of usages you get will always be a multiple of 8, which cannot exceed 72. What is this? This sounds like game programming Mad Libs. Oh, I can't carry it. Cell drop first. Okay, we have garbage. We have an inventory full of garbage. SMG, be gone. Dragon Shield, okay. Maybe you should... No, you can't. I can't afford to take any of your stuff. Actually, you. Maybe... Probably easier to just run a hex editor. I lied. Give me that ice sword back. You can have a dragon shield. This might be it. Go ahead and save here. Oh, I think this is it. Hey, it's the... Hey, give me your treasure first. Just hold on a second, if you would, please. Be right back, boss man. Look at all these grenades I have. Ah, screw it. There should only be 2 more fights in this. What do we got? Samurai bow. Holy shit. Okay, this is like the ultimate agility weapon. All right, you forget the headbutt. Actually, you. Nah, you can keep the laser for now. You can start using this thing. Samurai bow is so damn good. I'm gonna need to trash some other stuff though. Just in case we get an item from any of these fights. Gold stuff is really expensive, if I remember correctly. Grenade, it should be okay to get rid of grenades. I don't think they're worth that much. Alright, here we go. Let's save this. Although this fight... Shogun, I am here to take your life. Wow, 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 help! I love this guy's sprite too. This game has such good music too. Let's dragon sword him, and then let's steal from him. Wait, you steal from the entire enemy group? Interesting. Hopefully this actually works. Muramasa. Hit weakness of Shogun with Muramasa. 956 damage. Shogun attacks with sleep gas, nothing happens. Dragon sword does 136, that's not bad. Tried to steal GP and failed. Flame sword does 69 damage, nice. Not really though. Let's try the samurai bow. And I guess you can laser this guy. Actually, Tara's probably just gonna kill him. Yeah. You got 1 GP! Shogun, Daddy, help me! So this is the Magnate. I feel like that's probably a mistranslation or something. Dummy, you messed it up. You're of no use. Disappear. Help! Hi. Here. Come this way. Have to fight him. Have to fight him on the starlit roof. Okay. I think he might have actually... No. Okay. That didn't restore anything. Alright, I'm gonna top everybody off, because this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck really hard. Save here. Oh, my son was useless, but I still do have some luck. He brought me the Magi. Alright. I remember this being a huge pain in the ass. So, we're gonna go all out on this guy. Samurai bow should do a shit ton of damage. Should. Hopefully he's not immune to all this magic. Alright, Muramasa, 346. Thunder, okay, he's not immune, good. He just, oh my god, he just Vulcan Cannon Easy E for almost 500 damage. Samurai bow does 344. Laser does 350. Tank does, okay. So he has pretty high, like, he has some kind of, like, super boss defense. But, everything's around in, like, the 300s. Not bad. I don't think he has any weaknesses that I remember. Okay, Ice was worse than Thunder, I think. Jojo got Katana. That's not so bad. Tank did less damage that time. I'm gonna see how much damage a missile does. They tend not to do that much damage because they're supposed to hit everything on the screen. But worth a try. He missed. How did you miss somebody who has like 5 agility? Kaboom! Ooh, that was good. We'll keep missiling him. Alright, last use of the laser gun. I will miss you dearly. Jibo got thundered. He's still alive. I beat that fight without losing anybody! That was incredible! That fight has never gone that well for me, ever. You. Fire, ice, thunder, and poison. We did it! We saved Ito. We put an end to that filthy, perverse banana smuggling ring. We did it. Now what? Taro? Well, Ahana, Taro. Oh, I'm embarrassed. You two look great together. Good, good. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, So that was like the JRPG version of, like, can we start dating? 10 more magi left to go. Let's go. And then they chuck you straight over the tower. Okay, we'll go ahead and see what the next world is. If it is the one I'm thinking of, which it probably is, we're gonna need to do some preparation. Defeat a boss with nobody dead, 0 stat gains. Yeah, that's one reason why I'm kind of against grinding in this game at this point. I don't think it's gonna help me very much. Yep, this is it. Okay. I'm gonna go get the thing first. This one, all right. Y'all gonna want to strap in for this one. Let's see if a flame sword works on a fire moth. Oh, I need to give your samurai bow to the other dude now. We only got one more shot of laser. It's Volcarona. Go sleep. Nothing happened. Easy as strong as stunner, you fool. Samurai bow did 771 damage. And you better believe that put Jibo's agility up. Okay. Yeah, okay. These should be instant death. Fire Moth is waiting for the attack. And the other one cooked us. 857. Samurai bow hits the entire stack. Forgot about that. Alright, this is the nasty dungeon. This is the only thing in this world. This dungeon is mean and nasty. Better not go in. Magi, I have one in this box. But not anymore. Pegasus. Alright, so we got a very special Magi. The Pegasus Magi lets you warp anywhere you've been before. This is huge. This lets us do so many things, and it lets you do it from anywhere. Save outside the nasty dungeon? Okay. So we're gonna warp back to Ito. Alright, we have to do some stuff. We're going on a little expedition here. I forget, is Achikoya's shop just gone? Yeah, it's gone. What is the Bug Lord Sloth? Because I'm definitely gonna save in there. Sex dungeon that doesn't get cleaned. Ugh. Blah. Okay, this is where we want to be. All right. Okay, hang on. I need to redo our equipment real quick. Okay, so you need to ditch this. You can have the ice sword back. Okay, so we'll keep the samurai bow for you. I think it's time to get rid of all of these magic books. Nasty bug only matters if you're heavily using the trash mode. Okay, good. I've never run into any kind of save bug in the nasty dungeon, and I've save scummed the shit out of that place, and you will absolutely see why. Get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Turns out if you have a full item queue and then receive an item from battle, your magi counter gets screwed up. Great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay. Do we want to give anything else to Easy-E? I don't think so. I like Easy-E's setup here. Alright, we need to sell everything. We need to basically empty out our inventory. All this stuff is going away. I'm gonna kind of miss the Sai Sword, though. But these are worth a lot of money, too. And I don't think I'm ever gonna get to use them. No, I'm not. We'll keep the Cure Book. Obviously gonna keep the Samurai Bow. Battle armor. I don't think I have any battle armor. Do I? No, you're using gold armor, bro. I'm gonna buy one suit of battle armor and see what this does for me. It's expensive as hell, but it's okay. Believe me, it's okay. So going from gold to battle, pretty big ass difference. Defense 23 to defense 36. Your defense is already 42. I'm not worried about you. Actually, okay, that's actually a step down. Giant helmet is what you want to stick with. Okay, I'm gonna buy another one of those. Damn. It'll help us scum our way through this. So that dropped his agility pretty hard, but it more than doubled his defense. And it increased his strength, so we're definitely sticking with that. Okay. Okay. Gnarl has innate cure. These elixirs are probably not going to survive this trip. Okay, so here's the thing about the Nasty Dungeon. The Nasty Dungeon is an optional side dungeon. It is exactly what that fairy told us. It is mean, it is nasty, it's full of absolutely horrible enemy stacks. It exists to fuck you up. It is also slam, jam, chock full of some of the best items in the entire game. A lot of which you cannot get outside of the Nasty Dungeon. So, we're doing it. We are absolutely 100% doing it. So, okay, this is gonna be my backup save. And then we'll use the main save for this thing. What do you guys got? Fire, speed, mana, Aegis. That should be okay, I guess. Because once we do the Nasty Dungeon, we're going to be pretty much set on equipment for the rest of the game. Nasty Dungeon hype. Is that where 7? No, 7 is in the final dungeon. I make no promise of getting the 7 sword because it takes a ridiculous amount of grinding to get. I'm also gonna be running from most of the stuff in this dungeon because it sucks and is awful. Like this! Oh, it's only one of each. I think we can handle this. Yikes. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Flame Sword should one-shot the Wraith. I've done it before. Yeah. Yeah, the last time I beat the game, Actually, I think the last 2 times I played through this, I beat the Nasty Dungeon. It's... Because of the way death works in this game, it's not actually that hard. You can save scum it. You can actually just run from every single fight. Hey, you think dragons are weak against dragon swords? You can just run from every single fight. And then, save after each fight. And run through the entire thing with 1 hit point. And if you actually... Yep, that was the weakness. And... Huh, I was expecting that to do more. Here, Ice Sword. Oh, you can't laser anymore. That's great. Steel. Easy out. How'd you miss? You idiot. Cook. This should do it. Catwoman used Charm? Really? Jibo's max HP and JoJo's agility went up. Cool. Okay. You get a samurai bow now. And then we'll do this legit for as long as I can, because I mean we did just get really handy stat ups, because everything in this dungeon is higher level than you. Like I think the enemies in this dungeon you might not actually see until like 2 worlds from now. Why am I getting surprise attacked by everything? Okay, whip. Dragon. I don't want to waste samurai bow on you. I'm kind of extremely unconcerned about stat ups at this point. Also, that wasn't a lot of GP either. She sure took some chunks out of our tanks, though. 4 fire moths. No. How much of the game is left? We have almost all the magi. Is there going to secretly be more magi? There is... Okay, so there's the nasty dungeon world. There's 2 more worlds after the nasty dungeon. And then the finale. The finale is long, though. The finale, if I remember correctly, is longer than... I think it's the longest dungeon in the game. It's at least the most confusing. I'm hating this. I'm hating starting these fights, getting beaten up. Flame, dragon. Can you just straight kill Catwoman here? And then will that mean we're done with this fight? Oh, come on. Yeah, Samurai Bow just does an insane amount of damage. And then they're all dead. Wraith meat. Wraith meat? Wraith meat. Hieronymus, there you are. What's up, buddy? Alright, so Jibo's getting strength ups. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna save scum through this. It's not worth it. Nightmare. Nope. This place is so confusing. I don't remember where anything is. I wish there was an item in this game that prevented random encounters like there is in Final Fantasy VI. Okay, well, that was a big stupid loop. What'd you miss? We finished Ito. We put an end to the banana smuggling ring. We beat Echigoya. We beat the Shogun. We beat his daddy, the Magnate. It all actually went really well. Amazingly enough. And now we're in the Nasty Dungeon, which is a very special dungeon that is optional. But it is absolutely... Wow, thanks a lot for that, asshole. One enemy, one fucking turtle. And it wiped out most of our party. Alright. Ogre Axe. Who gets an Ogre Axe? Who gets an Ogre Axe? This will probably make you really strong. I'm gonna switch... Sure, let's do it. Yeah. Strength up to 32. Alright, Cold Rolled Steel. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you tonight. Take care. I'll be back on Monday with the proper end of Undertale. So hopefully I will see you then. Is the party where it needs to be stat-wise? Oh god, no. Not even close. Not even remotely. But I don't think... I'm at the point now where I don't think grinding is really gonna help much. And I'm pretty sure I can get through the game without it, so we're just going. The thing about this dungeon is it's full of basically the equipment we need for the end of the game. But the enemies here are so tough that it's kind of impractical to even try to battle our way through. Well, that was interesting. Okay, so battle armor is actually better than dragon armor. That's fine. Is dragon armor better than a giant helmet? It's... I literally can't tell. Maybe. I think slightly. Maybe? I don't know. So yeah, we're pretty much just gonna save scum through this dungeon. One Catwoman. We can take one Catwoman. Surely we can take one Catwoman. Yeah, nobody has to die this time. Ice sword. Fire. Catwoman meat. Catwoman meat? No. No setups. I hate you. Oh, unexpected. Easy, took a bunch of damage. Yay. I want whatever this is. Oh, I want whatever these are. Power potion and body potion. Okay, body is HP. So that goes to JoJo. Power is strength. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll save here, and then we'll head back to the stairs. I forget how many floors the nasty dungeon is. These stacks are gonna get a lot worse as we go down. Thanks to Harmby, I was able to procure the Super Robot Wars V PC version. It's kind of buggy, but still fun. You should stream it. I would definitely tune in for that. Was it this way? Yes, it was this way. Okay, so we got all the treasure on this floor. I want to be like, it's one fire moth. We can kill a fire moth, and it's going to use flame on the entire party and kill everyone. Boy, they are really mad that I'm just running from everything. They are mad as heck. Okay. Alright, floor 2. What fresh hell will this be? Unfortunately, there's no boss here. Ah, ha 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 ha. This is gonna be fun. Lava worms and young D's. Alright. Secret passages, go! I do think it's kind of cool that they put an entire optional dungeon in here with all kinds of really cool-ass weapons that make the rest of the game significantly easier. But the way this game is designed, it's not really that much of a challenge to get through. Speed potion. You're at agility 25. You're at 19. Yeah, we'll use it on... Actually, I'm gonna use it on Jibo. Because the weapons he's using are more dependent on agility to actually hit. I'm not even sure you can miss with a samurai bow. Demon and Answerer. I'm trying to remember if there's a good reason why they're just letting us run from everything. Magic potion. Magic goes to you. Mana up. What is your mana now? 42. Not bad. I don't remember which way I should go here. This dungeon is full of long, blind hallways. Oh, good. Easy's dead. Chibo's dead. Bye-bye. Ah, perfect. This is the way we wanted to go. Cat Claw. And Vulcan Cannon. Okay. At some point, I'm going to give you a Vulcan Cannon. You already have a Vulcan Cannon. You have a Vulcan Cannon, and you have no agility weapons, and Cat Claw is an agility weapon. So I'm going to swap out his Ice Sword for the Cat Claw. It was kind of funny. I was worried because the DLC wasn't working. All I had to do was change to a false to a true in a file and get day one DLC. I just had to add a line to the INI file. Well, that's nice. That's awfully convenient. It's a shame it's such a pain for them to bring the Super Robot Wars games over here, but I guess it's the licensing issue. I wonder how tricky the licensing is just within Japan. Like how much of an effort oh, this is interesting. Shark, Snowcat, and I can't tell what that last one is. I wonder how difficult it is for them to manage those permissions in Japan. Alright, floor 3. Not too tricky. I don't remember how this one's laid out. We'll just try everything. Yeah, this is when the enemy groups get really shitty. Everyone's pretty much got a line on who owns which licenses. Dinosaurs, adamants. Just one adamant could kill our party right now. Received elixir. And we got a new laser gun, cool. I really want to give you... How bad is it if I swap out your ninja? You lose like 10 defense. But on the other hand, because the thing is, I don't want him using up that samurai bow, because the samurai bow is just so insanely good. So I'm gonna try and roll on this for a while. Can we move this around maybe? Okay, so he's got a giant bow in one hand and a laser gun in the other. I like this. It's a lot less companies over there that own specific licenses. Like all of Tomino's stuff is Sunrise Bandai. Oh, that's cool. Major thing I understand with NA is that the license situation is completely foobar to the point of some companies not knowing, remembering who they license. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I imagine in like the 90s and early aughts, like those original rights holders would have shopped them around to all kinds of different studios in the States, and then gone with some for a while, and then dropped them for a while, and then gone to other ones. Balls deep in a new game of Terraria, mining for that rare ore and such. That sounds like fun. I haven't played Terraria in ages. I tell you, the thing I really want to do right now, I really wish I had the time to play Minecraft. I started a game like a month ago, just out of the blue. Oh, another dragon sword. And judo. Cool. All right, Easy's getting a dragon sword. I think it's time to say goodbye to the revenge sword. We already have one dragon sword. We can give him a new one. All right, that put his strength way up, and 690 health, which is nice. You have a completely unused slot. What the hell is wrong with me? I must be an idiot. You get judo. You get judo, and you need to use it. Can't believe Harmony Gold got the license renewed. Never really watched Macross, but I'm sharing in the rage for fans. 'Cause why? I'm still just so happy I have that old box set from like the late 90s. Like in hindsight, it's an absolute miracle I picked that up. Cause I was at the big anime convention for North Carolina, Animazement, and I was wandering around the dealer room, and there was a big thing about Macross, and I'd never seen Macross. I barely knew a damn thing about Macross. I knew it had some relation to Robotech. And there was a table for it, and I walked up, and I was like, what's the deal? And the guy was like, this is the first time we've ever been able to produce Macross DVDs for North America, and we're selling this box set for like, God, I'm trying to remember how much it was. I think it was like 120 bucks. And he's like, I think he was straight up like, we don't know how long we can do this for. Like, our contract is like for 1 year or something. So if you're interested in this, now is the time. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. So I actually have all of Macross on DVD. Official DVD. I got another tank! Hooray! Who wants a tank? I think you want a tank. I think a tank's gonna be way more useful to you than a Vulcan cannon. I used to play Minecraft with friends. We had to stop because my one friend kept TNTing all my stuff and our other friend got super pissed. That's funny. I think I mentioned this before. One of the things I would love to do that I absolutely don't have time to do now, but maybe someday, is do a Minecraft server for all of us, like everybody in the Discord or whatever, but have it be like purposeful. Like, I've always had this dream of doing a Minecraft server where everybody, well, we're dead, where everybody cooperates to build like this endless sprawling city with yeah, we're dead. To build this endless sprawling city with like themed districts, and like have the construction of it be a sort of like a form of storytelling. I undid the surprise attack there. So like starting out, build like a little logging camp in the middle of a forest and build that out, and then like build it out to a coast where you build a port, and then off from the port build like a merchant district with different shops and stuff, and then maybe build like a seat of government, and then like residential districts, and then get into more eclectic stuff like a walled mages district with a bunch of really like fancy magic-y buildings. I think that'd be really cool. And you could do it kind of like in an RPG way, where like if you build a mine, like you probably set it up with mods or whatever, so that you play some kind of like chest that fills with you know, like stone or whatever, so that people wouldn't necessarily have to like spend ages mining for stuff just to be able to build the cool stuff they want. Okay, I think I screwed this part up. I think there's just a bunch of branches off this path, and I should be checking all of them. Like this incredible dead end here. Cool. You make sweet farms? That's great, because I know next to nothing about farming in Minecraft. I never actually played Minecraft a whole lot. I played, I think actually back before official release, I played on my own, and I built like a giant, you know, I built a giant castle, because everybody builds a giant castle. And then I quit for a while, and then I played on a private server for a while, one that was linked off of something awful. Another rack of missiles. How full are we getting up? Okay, we still got some space here. Be okay with building or exploring, but I don't think I have it in me to do the grind. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was thinking, you know, you build a sawmill, and then like using mods or whatever, we could put in a chest that produced like wood, so people could just use that to build stuff instead of having to spend all your time mining out huge quarries and stuff. Tents are cool. Tents work like inns in the field. So this will be very... Well, if we were doing this dungeon legit, it would be really useful here, but it's going to be really useful for the final dungeon. So that place is a shit show. Even more so than this one. I ain't fighting any of your asses. Okay, here's the exit. Here's the exit. So we're gonna want to save here. And then check the rest of the branches for more goods. So, yeah, it's something I definitely want to do someday. It's just... I've come to realize, especially now that I'm doing Spooktober reviews, I'm doing my daily horror game reviews for October, I'm at the absolute limit of what I can do. Like, 4 streams a week means I basically have 3 nights to play anything else that I'm gonna review. Dragon helmet. And then, like, honestly, these days, I write most of my reviews during lunch at work. I write my reviews during my work breaks. Everything I do now takes up pretty much all of my free time to produce. So, as much as I would really, really love to start doing, like, Minecraft and other stuff on top of that, I'm kind of at my limit. That's interesting. I think I want to go higher defense, but the giant helm also does a lot for your strength as well. But someday, I am holding on to that distant dream that one day I'll be able to do this full time, and if that's the case, I'll have time to do all the stuff that I've been meaning to do. We're still gonna try to do movie nights though. I think we can swing movie nights. I've been looking into different ways to do it, different sketchy ways to do it. I think we might be able to set up something this month. Alright, down. Oh, this just goes to the next floor. Okay, I think this might be the last floor. I think this one here is the next to last floor. It's actually going way better than I was expecting. So. Yeah, it was my hope tonight. Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'm gonna chop you in your stupid face. You asked for this. Oh, you're asleep. That's tragic. And now you're dead. You're an idiot. So my goal for tonight, I wanted to finish Edo, I wanted to finish the Nasty Dungeon, and I want to finish the next world. Which I don't think is too long. Look at all those delicious treasures down there. Is this what I think it is? There's an item down here I'm really excited about getting. You know what? I hate you too. No, not my Jibo. This might not work. Have a good night. Hope the rest of the nastiness goes well. Thank you, Silver Mike. Have a good one. You as well. Hopefully we'll see you on Monday for more of Undertale. I don't know why they designed this part like this. It's just super obnoxious. Oh, this is the Muramasa. Okay. Alright, Muramasa. Muramasa. I think we can straight up replace the Dragon Sword with that. So Muramasa, I think the Muramasa... So, stuff like the Flame Sword hits the weakness of enemies like tree monsters that are weak against fire, right? I think the Muramasa hits the weakness of human enemies. Like, I think it just straight up kills humans. I hate you and I want you to die. Well, you screwed up. Laser. I actually fought a battle. Alright, there's 2 rows here. We'll start with... Ah, that's why. Okay. Oh, okay, screw you. Alright, how much inventory space do we have? 1. Alright, I'm gonna have to start trashing stuff. Silver... I think we can get rid of this poor flame sword. Alright, what do we got? Wizard staff. I think that hits everybody on the screen, but I don't remember like how much damage it does or anything. Cat clawed. Right, cat claw is really good for raising agility. Selfix. What the hell is a selfix? Have we found cool loot? We found a ton of cool loot. Let me see here. Eazy-E has an ogre axe now. Jibo has the Muramasa that Taro had, a cat claw, which is an agility-based weapon. He has his own tank. He knows judo. And he has a dragon helmet. And then Jojo has a samurai bow and a laser gun. Yeah. Our inventory is filling up with all kinds of neat stuff, like wizard staff only has 10 uses. You know what? I am insanely curious as to what this thing does. Oh, and we just got this thing. And I don't know what it is. It's called a self-fix. If anybody has like a game facts or something about this game open right now, let me know what a self-fix does. Just based on the name, I'm gonna guess it's a reusable item that clears status effects, but that's just an utterly uneducated guess, so. I'm gonna see what this wizard staff does. Go sleep. Nothing happened. Oh, never mind, we're dead. Thanks, Christopher. I appreciate that. Chop. Well, at least we know the axe does a bunch of damage. Nope. Oh, it's armor? Defend sword. Defend sword. What does the defend sword do? Defend sword might be another one of these combined, like, attack and, oh. Can't carry stuff. Recover 10% max HP in battle, robots only. Oh, so it's something that I equip on my robot? Well, that's, oh, interesting. Let's see if we can switch the flame shield out for that. See what it does with his stats. That murdered his defense, though. But it made his HP go way up. Well, I guess it's to be expected. I took a shield away from him, so. It's probably an improvement. And that means we can get rid of this flame shield. It's falling apart. Got another samurai bow. Okay. Can you use it and a shield? I could. Oh, we're dead. You know the funny thing about this? So it was an unexpected attack, right? So we were killed up front. We go visit Odin. Odin's like, do you wish to fight again? We say yes. And now it's not a surprise attack anymore. And we can run. Oh, it's my pleasure. It's just Christopher. I'm glad, like, I'm really glad I still have all these old console games that I can share with y'all. Because as far as I know, like, Final Fantasy Legend 1 and 2, there's no way to experience them outside of ROMs. Even Final Fantasy Legend 3, I think it got a remake on something, but I'm not even sure if you can still get that. So, I do have Final Fantasy Legend 3. We will do that eventually. But I think we're gonna take a break from the Legend games for a bit after I finish this one to do some other stuff. So next Saturday, we should be able to finish this one. Oh, Jesus. Next Saturday, we should be able to finish this. And then you had this and Legend 3 for Game Boy. Okay, I have Legend 3. I've never really played it. I've put like maybe an hour or two into it. So when I do that one, that's going to be a genuinely blind playthrough. And I'm sure I'm going to need y'all's help on that. I played a bit of one of the Legend games, refused to remember if I own it. It's really neat, create your own magic sort of thing near the end. Oh, really? I know the class system in that one's really interesting. Because you get like meat and parts, and you can like evolve any of your characters between like isn't like 5 different states. All right, I am carrying too much garbage. We're gonna have to start ditching stuff. All right, Revenge Sword can go because we have Defend now. I gotta be honest, these elixirs really aren't that big a deal. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna equip this cure book. I'm gonna use it up because there's no boss to the nasty dungeon. And then hopefully this will help us get through some more of these fights where we get surprised. Way to waste that one. I don't remember. It's been like 25 years, but I remember liking it. Elixirs are amazing. If I can hang on to them to the end of the game, that would be ideal. It's just there's so much good stuff in this dungeon that I want to be able to hang on to. A Vampic Sword. Psygun. Psygun would be really good for you. But you already have a laser gun. I bet a bunch of this stuff is worth a lot of money, too. Maybe I can equip some more of this stuff. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to give you an agility weapon. Get rid of your blitz and take a samurai bow. There we go, agility 31, much better. And now we can dish that whip. This is the hardest part of the nasty dungeon, is managing your inventory. Parasuit. Parasuit. What does a parasuit do? Okay, so it must be like armor. Wait, what the hell is this? Elixirs are good in this one. Here's way better. Wait, what's a parasuit? Is this more robot armor? Oh, apparently it is. Okay. Okay, that works. Swap out the dragon armor then. Interesting. I don't think you can get these anywhere else in the game. I'm pretty sure you can't. Oh yeah, and his health went way up. I seem to recall the last time I went through this dungeon. Oh wow, Tengu, Fire Flower. I guess that's a young D. I think the last time I went through this dungeon, when I came out of here, my robot had 999 health. I'm pretty sure. And I still don't want to fight any of you. Alright, so wait, is this the end of this place? Okay, yeah. So realistically, the thing about running from monsters is we have like 1, 2... I think there's 4 fights left in the game we can't avoid. Basically 4 bosses. Everything else we can really just run away from. All this stuff is really good though. I have enough swords. I don't need an ice sword. It sucks, but them's the breaks. Arthur armor. Okay. Okay then. Can that top battle armor? Yes. No. Defense up 5. So we want 5 more points of defense or 5 more points of strength. What if you keep the battle armor and you take the Arthur armor? Then your strength goes to nothing. But you don't need strength because you don't use strength-based weapons. Okay, he'll keep the Arthur armor. I think we're almost done with this place. I think. There's 2 items I'm waiting on. No, there's 1 item I'm waiting on. The other one's in the final dungeon. I think near the end you can't run and you have a character you can use flare 5 times. Pretty much kills everyone. Oh, that's what people say for speedrunning. I think it gets a lot harder to run in the final dungeon. Maybe. For some reason you can just run from everything in here. I don't know why they're so okay with that. Alright. This one's a big dumb maze. Oh no! It's just Christopher. I do not mind backseating at all. Please. Go right ahead. I am enjoying this immensely. So I'll start tossing good stuff. Hang on, does anybody have a different gauntlet? You have a giant gauntlet. Is Ninja Gauntlet better for you? No. just no. I got karate. I found karate in a box. I don't even know what to do with those. Just hang on to them, I guess. This might be the way out. Nope. What else do I not need? Do I want to update equipment anymore? We got so much good equipment already. First game I played in a year. I'm loving watching this RPG while I mine and have coffee. That sounds like a great experience. Just chilling, playing a game, watching a game. What if... I'm reaching that point where I don't know what to get rid of anymore. I have a dragon sword. I'm gonna ditch the dragon sword. This makes all the difference. The hyper. Okay. This changed everything. All right. The hyper has 3 uses. The hyper instantly vaporizes everything. It straight ends the battle. The only thing it doesn't work on is bosses. Now, the thing about the hyper. This was in... Did Easy E defeat Dr. Dre and save West Coast? Nope, we're still on it. We still got a road ahead of us to that that final fateful battle with Dr. Dre. The hyper is in Final Fantasy Legend 1, and I don't think I got it. It has 1 use. This one, they give you 3 uses. So if we want, we could totally delete 3 battles from the game. Or we can give it to our robot, and he can delete 3 battles from the game. I just have to decide what to swap out, because once I give this to him, he's gonna have it forever. It's just, the thing is, thinking about it. No, it is useful. We do want to keep it for battles we can't run from. It's just, what do you swap out for this? Because missiles and tanks are both useful. Tank is more useful though. Missile does a lot of damage to everything. But then again, why have missiles when you can just delete everything from the game? And I have another rack of missiles too, so he gets the hyper. Doesn't really do much for his stats, but now, once per rest, Easy E can just end a fight for us. And now I can get rid of these poor messed up missiles and make another space in my inventory. This is... I wonder if I could actually use it right now. If we get into a fight that we can't run from, I'll use it. And you can see just how nuts it is. Nah, screw it. I just saved. Shield yourself. Might as well see what this wizard staff does while we're at it. Put somebody to sleep. Hopefully he gets to go. Huge toad attacks. Come on. They're doing a whole lot of useless stuff. Gnarl got to attack. They're not doing anything. Easy E attacks enemies with hyper. We win! Huge toad meat. No, thank you. And Jibo's max HP went up. I love it. Just delete everybody. Game over. GTFO. Such good stuff. Easy does it. Alright, so where did this path split? Okay, it split here. So I think we want to go up from here. I'm starting to think this might be a unique property of the Nasty Dungeon, that you can actually just run from all the enemies. You didn't know about the hyper? Dude. Once I found out about the hyper, I was like, oh my god. There's a couple very unique weapons in this game that we'll talk about as we find more of them. There might be... Oh, great, we got another tent. I think they probably intended the tents to be used in this dungeon. Of course, after what Lord Sloth was telling me about this game, I'm not sure they actually intended anything about how this game turned out. It's a Rydian. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we're dead. Should have saved my hyper for this one. Jojo's sleeping. Now we run. Okay. Well then. Take one step, get attacked again. Well, I thought that last one was the last floor of this place, but apparently not. Oh god, I think this is another one of those giant mazes. Okay, so apparently if we get into a fight with Rydian, we can't get away. And we're gonna get tongue-lashed to death. Okay, now we can run. I forget how this one works. I get the feeling I'm gonna miss a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, it looks like there's nothing down in that room at least. Oh my god, this place is just the shittiest maze. Brain Getter Robo won't let you leave. I mean, we've pretty consistently been able to run from everything else in here. Okay, maybe it's because we're getting down to the bottom of this place. Maybe that is changing the calculus. Well, Easy's... okay. Easy's party was slain. Papa Odin, send us back! Bye, idiots. Okay, well, I dumbed my way to another treasure I can't carry. I'm gonna use a tent. Hell with it. I have 2 of these things now, and you can buy them. So. Okay, this is another one. The glass sword. There was a glass sword in Final Fantasy Legend 1, and it was supposed to work like this one. It was supposed to be a single-use, insanely powerful weapon. They fucked it up in the first one, and it had the normal number of uses. Which was really funny because you had a sword with 50 uses that would go out of its way to tell you glass sword shattered every time you hit with it. And it still did a ton of damage. This one does well over 1,000 damage when you use it. It's basically a single shot nuke that we're gonna save until much, much, much later. I'm glad we managed to pull that one out of this horrible place. This one's just one super... yeah, it's a one-shot Super Smash. The tent restored my hyper. Final boss. It's not like... unfortunately, there's nothing... as far as I know, there's nothing like the chainsaw in this game. It will be useful in the final battle, because the final boss is basically a damage race. I'm gonna be an idiot. I'm gonna try to fight this one. I'm gonna use my tanks. Wizard and ice. Let's see how this goes down. Well, Gnarl got laser blasted. And then hit for 1 damage with a rocket. Jojo got lasered. Defending against kick with tank. Defending against tongue with tank. Easy E is strong against poison. Jojo took 15 damage for rocket. I love the enemies at this point in the game are still using rockets. Come on. Rydian's blowed. Oh, that didn't kill them. Jojo attacks enemies with wizard. What does it do? F-Flower is strong against wizard. Rydian's strong against wizard. Nothing happened. Well, what the fuck is it? It must be an instant death staff. That has to be it. Now I kind of wish I kept my missiles. Okay, we'll tank him again. I'll tank the toads. You can blizzard everybody. Actually, you know what? Just get rid of these guys. I hate them. Well, there goes Jojo. Oh, there goes Gnarl. Gets to go. Okay, Rydians are gone. Toads are gone. That's just us. Chop. Chop. Cat Claw for the win. No stat ups. Okay. Okay. Wizard staff is trash. I have discovered that the wizard staff is trash. You can have... What did you have earlier? You had a samurai bow earlier. That's right. Hang on to this. I hate instant death spells in RPGs because they never fucking work. What's the point of adding useless ones? I think the point is supposed to be... There's... Like, that wizard staff is supposed to be like a hyper for easy fights. But, yeah, I don't think it really works out that way. Don't make me... God damn it. Okay. Okay, it is something about the Ridians that just don't let me run. Wizard staff inflicts stun to all enemies. Interesting. Personally, I hate steal abilities in RPGs. I bet I know why. I bet I know why. Because you feel the obligation to steal from anything in case you're gonna miss out on items, right? Gives the robot 117 health. Interesting. Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh my... What? Fucking die. See if Jibo can survive this. Steal! Okay. Sleep, flower. No, Easy's dead. Wow, everybody focused down our first two. That's his mutant ability, too. That is one of his 4 extremely valuable mutant abilities, is to steal 100 GP from endgame enemies. Fucking unbelievable. It's fine stealing Western RPGs. The Japanese ones, you always have to steal 20 times from a one-shot boss. In Western RPGs, at least you get to steal outside combat. That's a very good point. That is a very, very good point. Alright, wizard staff, go away forever. Friendship with wizard staff ended. Flare is my new best friend. Okay, this is where the good shit is. This is probably the only Flare book in the game. And Flare, for anyone familiar with Final Fantasy games, is a weirdly non-elemental fire attack that is... Well, traditionally, it was the most powerful magic attack in the game until they came up with Ultima. I hate this. Oh! I actually got to get away from them. Okay. We're still getting away from them somehow. Alright, here's something else. I gotta get rid of something. Yeah, and you only get 10 uses of Flare. The first time I played through this game and I got the Flare book, I gave it to my robot because I was a dumb kid and I didn't realize his mana stat of 0 meant it wouldn't do anything. It was really hard walking around with all these elixirs. Man, I don't know what the defend sword is, and I kind of want to give it to Eazy-E. It's not like he really needs a dragon sword. It would raise his defense. Fuck it, let's do it. Lowered his strength, punched his defense way up. Way, 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 way up. Goodbye, Dragon Sword. This is another... Okay, so apparently all the unique weapons in the game are on this floor. Gungnir. Obviously is a spear. It's one of the few... 30 uses. It's one of the few melee weapons in the game that attacks an entire stack. And I think it pierces defense as well. I'm gonna hang on to that one. I'm not gonna equip it just yet. It's extremely good. But yeah, we're getting all the weapons we're gonna be using for the rest of the game. Dungeon never ends. Oh good, we can't run. Good thing I just saved. Actually doesn't matter. Everybody's dead. Daddy, send us back! Okay, run! I'm sure that's exactly what Odin intended by returning us to the field of battle. Oh, is this the exit? This is the exit? This is the exit? Yes, this is the exit. Okay. This is the final floor of this idiot place. Okay, so this is the way out. We just need to go back because I think I missed 1 or 2 boxes. Possibly more, but I've kind of had enough of this place. Kind of completely over it. I just want to get into that room over there. Let's see what it is. Not that we couldn't have just warped out of here at any time we wanted using the Pegasus Magi. It's just I don't want to leave and then have to come back and go through all this all over again. I'm sure I'd make more money if I did this in phases, but I can't be arsed to do it. Seriously. Alright, I gotta get rid of one more thing. We have 2 Vulcan cannons. I don't need 2 Vulcan cannons. I'm never gonna use 2 Vulcan cannons. Go away, Vulcan cannon. Oh, the nuke is here. I got a nuke bomb. This, again, is just like the one in Final Fantasy Legend 1. It's a one-shot nuke. But unlike... The glass sword is focused. It does over 1,000 damage to a single enemy. Nuke bomb does, I think, somewhere around like 800 or 900 damage to everything. So not quite... Actually, I know exactly when we're going to use this. There's like one boss battle in this game that's not against a single boss. And we're going to use it there. I love final loot dungeons and RPGs. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I wish... Like... RPGs tend, like JRPGs in particular, they tend to have like all the equipment you find through the game is just like basic stat ups and stuff, and then when you get to the final dungeon, that's where you get the really like exotic weird stuff, like the one-off weapons and the stuff that like simultaneously attacks and defends and whatnot. I wish more games seeded that through the entire game. Like, I wish it wasn't just, like, final dungeon loot, you know? Playing Terraria to make the ultimate weapon more than anything else. Yeah, the endgame stuff in Terraria is really, really cool. Hey, look, it's our friend. See? It was nasty, just like I told you, wasn't it? Yes. I told you. Okay, bye. And we did it. We survived. Holy Jesus. Alright, we are going... Alright, we're warping back to Ito. Alright, let's sell off a bunch of this stuff. We're gonna keep a bunch of it. Don't get me wrong, we're also gonna sell off a bunch. Okay, first of all, battle can go... Dragon can go. Alright, glass and Gungnir we keep. Missile, tent, nuke bomb, Sai Sun, elixir. I mean... Hang on, let me see. Let me see if there's a place for Vulcan cannons anywhere in my lineup. Because you've got tank. You've got a tank. You basically only get 2 weapons at a time. And you already have 1 stack attack weapon. Yeah, you've got 2 stack attacks. You got the samurai and the tank. 2 single attacks and the hyper. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that Vulcan. Karate. Am I ever gonna use karate? Sun Sword is worth 25,000. Vamping is worth 25. Gungnir's worth a lot. I'm gonna hang on to the rest of this junk. And hopefully actually find a use for it. Tent. I don't think there's a lot of treasure in this next dungeon we're going to. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna use a bunch of this stuff in the next one, so should be okay. Big should. Alright, I'm excited. We're actually gonna make progress now. And we have 84,000 GP. That's good. Alright, save. Save in this one. Since everything went completely according to plan. Alright. We'll head back to Nasty Dungeon. Our handy Pegasus. Do I want to murder a dinosaur? What am I kidding? Of course I do. Cat claw. Samurai. Put him to sleep. Dinosaur slept. Oh. Easy E killed them. Gunned them down with his samurai bow. True gangsta style. Alright, here we go. Moving on. Alright, so should be, what, 9? 9 magi left. Ah! As you can see, there's no bridge off to the side this time. The only way to move on past this next world is by finding another tower within it. So this is definitely the one I'm thinking of. Alright. We're in Cloudland. Pretty Cloudland. We'll cut to the chase. There's nowhere to explore here. It's just this. This very interesting palace with a bridge in the middle. Does this look familiar? I bet it does. I got another defense sword. Damn it. The Sun Amazing Burn Yazpaz. Lamia, stun gun. Killer just attacked us with a chainsaw, but we're too hard for it. Alright, you sons of bitches are going down. Let's find out what the defense sword does. I've been very curious about this. Cat claw, you can samurai bow the killers. I'm gonna put the lamias to sleep. Nothing happened. So the defense sword does defend against incoming attacks, but it doesn't counter. 167 damage axe attack. Missed with it though. Cat claw, ice to lamia. Killers are dead. Try it again. I really want to see this work. And then You might as well cure this poor guy. Defend sword did 78 damage. That was lame AF. We got a Blitz Whip, and JoJo's max HP went up. Pointless. There's a tweet about the Theranos ladies, lawyers wanting to quit because she didn't pay them in over a year. The next post was, surprised she needed that many lawyers. Would have thought one small prick would have been enough. That was a good one. I guess at some point I should feed Gnarl some meat, huh? Wraiths and answers. Okay. Let's see. So the defend sword sucks as an actual sword. We will take this thing out. You need to samurai bow that guy. Zap him, I guess. He is strong against ice, you fool, but not against being touched. Ogre Axe did nothing. Well, Cat Claw didn't do as much as it normally does, so. Interesting, okay. Okay, we're gonna switch things up. Laser Beam. Answer is strong against thunder. I did not know that. Nice. Nice whiff. Bzz. Race meat. Let's eat it. Let's just see what happens. For a change to Hermit. I don't think we wanted that. JoJo lost steel and acquired stone skin. That's good. That's good. Alright. W pincer, shell, paranail. Seems to be comparable, I guess. Wait, stone skin has uses. That's weird. Alright. Easy's equipment sucks. I'm gonna give him the Sun Sword. And hope for the best here. That made his strength and his health go up. That's good, at least. The defend... Okay, I'm actually going to leave him with the defend sword set, because that did boost his defense up a bunch. And then your Ogre Axe can just... fuck off. Along with this Blitz Whip, what the hell is this doing in here? Alright. I don't think the Vampic's going to be any good for a robot. Looks like there's a room in here? Yeah, there is. With treasure! Well, I'll keep it because I can sell it eventually. I've always wondered what these little floaty things in here are. Gnarl 2 is a mean green mother from outer space. Is there anything in here? Nope. Boring. Oh, God. Ghasts, killers, and dinosaurs. I do like that they have killers use axes. There's like a huge disparity in how much damage things do now. Goodbye. I don't like you. Farewell. Dinosaurs. 7 of them. They don't do a whole lot. I will defend sword them. You can cat claw them. You can samurai bow them. Oh right, you can't do the whole thing anymore. Paranail? I had a feeling they'd all attack easy. Well, not all of them. Jibo's dead. That's not what I wanted. Dinosaur meat, why the hell not? Hermit changed to adamant. Ooh. Oh. Oh that's the good stuff. Big beefy gnarl. Bash, gas, shell, tusk. Nice. Little Shop of Horrors is one of the few VHSs we had at my grandma's, and she babysat me in the summertime. Might see that one a few times. Alright, nope. We got a couple rooms here. Dragon helmet. I think I already have one of these. Yeah, Jibo's wearing a helmet. Oh yeah, you can't fit anything. Yeah, whatever. Feed me, Seymour? Please, Seymour. Can I have some more? Okay, so that's the way up. Is there anything at the end of this hallway? These assholes make it so tedious to explore. Oh, Lord Sloth, did your school theater group do Little Shop of Horrors? Pretty cool. Shark! Watch out, it's a shark. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna gas him. Well, Jibo's dead. Did a fair bit of damage. They must have programmed the samurai bow wrong. Like, there's no reason it should be doing that much damage. It makes absolutely no sense. Welcome to the orb room. Ah, treasure! Need it! In fact, my mother consistently made costumes, an entire basement full of sewing stuff and fabric. That's cool. Rune axe. I don't know, I'm not very impressed with the axe weapons in this game. I don't really understand what differentiates them from, like, the sword weapons in any kind of functional sense. Can't carry. Dragon Helm, go away. Oh, I got another flare book. Never mind, I lied about flare. I was wrong. There's plenty of flare books in this game. Whole 20 uses. Are we there yet? Not fighting any of this stuff. I imagine this run is starting to look like a speed run, considering how much stuff I run away from. Oh, I think this is it. Okay. Unexpected attack? What a shocker. Goodbye, Jibo. They really don't... These monsters really don't do that much damage. It's kind of interesting. Yep, here we go. Here we go. They are just not... They just don't want to let me go. Alright, I want to get as close as possible before I do this thing. Recognize this room? It's Daddy Odin. Alright, let's see. I'm just using a tent. Pretty sure I can buy more tents. And then we'll save in the second slot for this. Odin. I was waiting for you, Easy-E. Do you remember our promise? Fight with me. Tell me, why do we have to fight with you? I will tell you if you can win. Now come! If we beat you, you won't be able to revive anymore, right? We can't do that. Haha! You think you can defeat me? Come! Unexpected attack. So Odin, attacks you with Sleipnir, who does a shit ton of damage. And Odin Crows. Also, I realized I just screwed this up. Because I wanted to use the nuke bomb for this. But I guess we'll just use Hyper instead. You big, stupid idiot. Let's find out what Stone Skin does. Well, Jojo's dead. Easy got Gungnir'd. Alright. Let's see what the Sun Sword does. Bash him. 868 damage Gungnir. You missed. Of all the things you could do, you missed. You can't even hit him with the Sun Sword. Attacks with lightning. Wow. Can you please just hit him once? No, of course not. Okay, this is funny. If Odin kills you, Odin revives you. I'm actually going to say no because I want to redo my equipment. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Pretty sure you're not going to be using Judo against Odin. So here, have a nuke bomb. And then I'm gonna switch this out for Gungnir. And then Jojo. Let's try Flare against him. Hopefully we won't be surprised this time. That was so stupid. Thank you. Jesus. Alright, Tank. Nuke. Flare. Gas? Crow attacks Easy E. Defended. Sleipnir attacks Jojo with Breath. Nothing. Jibo missed Jibo. Jibo got Gungnir'd. 872 damage. So no nuke for us. Tank does not do much. Flare did decent damage. Let's see how... I need you to use a tank, because that's going to defend against most of the incoming attacks. And then we'll just Tusk you. Gnarl's dead. Okay, Flare took care of his minions. Let's see how much the Samurai Bow does. We got lightning to do. Samurai Bow does a fair bit of damage. Oh, we got lightning again. This guy just does a ridiculous amount of damage. I would recover 549 hit points, you son of a bitch. Lightning. We're dead. Alright. So yeah, the thing about Odin is he has a propensity for one-shotting your characters. I'm not even sure the tank defends against Gungnir. It might. Oh good, this time it was an unexpected attack. We all get lightning to do. Well, nobody died immediately that time, but we're all well within death range. Samurai Bow, Nuke, Flare, Tusk. Jojo's dead. Everybody's dead except Gnarl, who did 41 damage to Odin. Hide in your shell. Never mind, he got Gungnir'd. This is kind of a dumb boss fight. Yes. Okay. Samurai bow, nuke, flare. Tusk isn't gonna do much. Hopefully Bash will. Jibo. Jibo's dead. If he Gungnir somebody, it's over for them. Like, it's just nothing to be done about it. Jojo's dead. You can't even hit him with Bash. Hide in your shell! You'll be fine. I do have the... Oh my god. Christopher, thank you so much for reminding me. Yes, it's on Gnarl, who can't do anything anyway. Dude, thank you so much for reminding me. Yep, there we go. I mean... Gungnir's still gonna hurt like hell. That should protect us from lightning, I hope? Nuked! Yeah, it's basically like a one-off flare. So they're gone. Alright, so now we can focus on Odin. And I have a Gungnir of my own. Big bearded asshole. Okay, so Aegis protects us against lightning. Okay, good. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is super good. Except that. Alright, Jojo's dead. Can't stand up to a Gungnir. But it happens. Good, keep doing that. As long as you do that, we'll be fine. Hey, we got him! Right on. Got a pile of money. Ah, it's just Christopher. Save the day. We got power, speed, mana, fire, ice, thunder, poison, mass immune. Odin, very well done, Easy. I have been here too long. My last wish was to fight with the best and greatest warriors ever. Now my wish has been granted. Odin, oh, I'm so at ease that I feel like I'm with my dear people. Keep in mind, now that I am leaving, you must go and fight all by yourselves. Farewell. Bloop. Alright, we have 76 Magi. There is one left. And also, yes, because Odin is dead now, when our party dies, it's just game over. Which I think is really cool that they actually did that. Alright, we have to give the mass immune to somebody. I'm gonna give it to Jibo, because I don't think the speed magi are doing him much good. And then we might as well... Nah, I think mana is legit useful for him. Alright. We'll save this one here. Alright, so I'm gonna wander the next world, but we're gonna call it there, because a bunch of stuff happens in the next world. RD Smokey, what's up, buddy? Yep, I always go a bit later on Saturdays because I start a bit later. Let's see here. Might as well go all out on these things. Just ice him. Yeah, hate to tell you, but we're gonna be wrapping up soon. Tank versus dinosaur. Tank wins. We'll skip that for now. Alright. Here we are. The other side of the world. I think the tower must be all the way over here. Unexpected attack by killers. Why are there killers in... Wait, what is it? Oh, Jesus, Jebbo just got chainsawed to death. Great, thanks for that. What is the name of, where does Odin live? I forget. If you're playing this emulated, have you considered the fan-translated remakes? I am not playing this emulated. This is an actual Game Boy cart plugged into an actual Super Game Boy cart plugged into an actual Super Nintendo that I'm playing with my actual Super Nintendo controller. I don't actually do anything emulated on this channel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's my favorite stream in a while. Usually I just kind of watch the stream, but I thoroughly enjoy that. I'm happy to hear it. Very happy to hear it. Well, we're going to finish this up next week, because there's basically just 2 worlds left. In fact, I'm going to leave you in suspense. We're going to stop right here. You will have to tune in 1 week from today to find out what the next world is. And what happens with this final magi we have to find. Oh, you didn't realize this is the original hardware? Yeah, dude. I got, Oh, I really want to pick up my camera and show you guys. But yeah, this is my original Super Nintendo that I had when I was a kid. Here, well, let me show you the other stuff I got since we're on this. Boop. Hey, giant oddish. Let's see what we got here. No, those are just my carts. So I got a bunch of drawers here just full of Nintendo and Super Nintendo cartridges. I have my original big boxy Nintendo here. What else do I have? Oh yeah. This is kind of a pain to pull out, but I have the Dreamcast. Can't ever forget about the Dreamcast. I had a PS2. It was an old fat PS2 that I got when I was in college, and it died. It finally, I mean, it had been on its last legs for ages. It finally gave up the ghost a couple weeks ago. I was gonna start playing Vagrant Story. After I finished Final Fantasy Legend 1, I was gonna wait on this one, and I was gonna do Vagrant Story next. And like the week before I was gonna start Vagrant Story, my PS2 died. So, yours is still kicking? Man, you are lucky. But it's okay. It's okay. All of the funds that I have gotten through Twitch and Patreon lately, I'm gonna put towards a backwards compatible PS3. So I'll be able to play all my PS1 and 2 games again, and I'll finally be able to play PS3 games because I never had one. I got some other neat stuff in here, actually. Let's see if I can find it. There you are. I have absolutely pointless, but I still have my Game Boy Advance SP, and I have my DS Lite, which is from Japan, which has something crammed into it. Oh wow! The last thing I was playing on my DS Lite was Harmony of Dissonance. You know, the bad one. What is this? This is... Oh, wow. And I was playing Final Fantasy 3 on the DS. How about that? Let's see. This. I love this. I have. Oh, Echo Forest streaming? Okay, we're totally gonna raid him as soon as I'm done yapping. You have the Game Boy plug-in for Game Boy Advance games? I am 100% gonna get one of those. I never had a GameCube. I want to get a GameCube. Half the reason I want to get a GameCube is so I can get a Super GBA adapter and I can finally stream all these GBA games I have. Check this out. I have the Super Nintendo mouse that came with Mario Paint. And not only do I have Mario Paint, I have one of the few games that uses the Super NES mouse, King Arthur's World, which we will stream one of these days. That game is a hoot. It's also frustrating as hell. Where's that one? I know you're in here somewhere. Oh, and here's Mario Paint. There's Mario Paint. We can do a Mario Paint stream sometime if you guys wanted. That'd be kind of random. I had a bunch of cool stuff. Yep, here it is. Here it is. King Arthur's World. I totally want to do this someday. This thing's nuts. Clock Tower. Does Clock Tower use the mouse? I never had Clock Tower. I should probably look into getting that. Oh man, did you guys... I mentioned this to you, right? You guys know I have Ogre Battle, right? That we should probably do sometime. I have more than one mouse game. I know, it's nuts, isn't it? I think there were only, like... There was Mario Paint, there was King Arthur's World. There was something else that used it. I think other than Clock Tower. But yeah, I used to have a Super Scope. I had the Super Scope. I only had the game that was packaged with it, the Super Scope 6. I wanted to get that giant robot fighter that used the Super Scope. But unfortunately, as a dumb kid, I left the batteries in it too long, and they melted, and they ruined it, so no Super Scope. Hop on eBay and search for Clock Tower English. There's a dude who produces professional packages and carts. Oh, okay. I actually might know who that is. I was looking into getting an actual, like, translated NES card of Sweet Home, because I have been low-key obsessed with that game for ages, and I've always wanted to play through it legit. I think it's probably the same person who does that one. He has Evo, which is going for... Is Evo going for hundreds of bucks? I didn't know that. I definitely have, because I mean, we streamed it. Where are you? I should probably sort these some way. I saw Evo like a second ago. Oh well. No point in going through that. I got to the very last fight in Ogre Battle. Bought it on the Wii store, and that game is so... I got the last fight, never figured it out. Oh, you have a copy. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Evo was amazing. We did that over what, 2 or 3 nights, I think. And that was pretty fun. There were like 3 or 4 really frustrating fights in that game. The rest of it was just straight up fun. Okay, I've done enough rambling. Yeah, I would love to do Sweet Home sometime. Oh, Evo's one of your favorite games? You should check out Christopher, I can't remember if you missed the Evo streams. I archived them on our YouTube channel. It should be linked below. So if you wanted to see my playthrough of it, it's there. You've got the Sweet Home Family Cart. Totally worth grabbing. Okay, I have to do that someday. Definitely do that. I have priorities though. I have to get the PS3 first, just so I can go back and play my PS1 and 2 games, and we can do Vagrant Story. Finally, that was one of the first games that people requested that I do. And it's been like almost a year since then. So I'm gonna get the PS3. I'm gonna get the GameCube so I can do GBA games, and then I'll probably start looking into like specialty carts and stuff. So, dude, me too. I so wish there were more games like Evo. We talked about it a lot when I was streaming it, how unique it is and how many good ideas it has that really should have been expanded. Because that game, as much fun as it is janky as hell. And like those ideas really needed some time to be developed. I would have loved to see some sequels to it. I bet they could have done some really cool stuff with it. So, yes, Vagrant Story is coming soon. I just have to get the PS3. That's gonna be like the first thing we do when I get the PS3. So, okay, I gotta let you go. You gotta let me go. I gotta get some sleep. But thank you all so much for coming out tonight. It has been a blast tonight. I'm glad we're back on track with Final Fantasy Legend 2. We should have no problem finishing it next week. So, all right, upcoming streams. Monday, 9 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be finishing Undertale. I got the normal ending last week. We're just doing, like, the post-normal ending stuff now. Wednesday, we're going to be doing Indie Horror Night. I'm going to be doing The Light Keeps Us Safe. and A Place for the Unwilling. We're going to be taking long looks at both of those. Friday, we'll be finishing Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which we started yesterday. And then Saturday, we'll be finishing Final Fantasy Legend. So, yeah. And then I think as far as retro streams, as far as the Saturday retro streams, there's 2 more Saturdays left in October. I think I'm going to do Castlevania. I've got this itch to do Castlevania. So I think the week after we finish Final Fantasy Legend 2, so 2 weeks from today, I think I'm going to do the NES Castlevanias. I don't have Rondo. I have Dracula X, which is the sucky version of Rondo. No, we're going to do the NES ones. I'm going to beat Castlevania 1 for the first time in my life. I'm going to beat Simon's Quest for the second time. And then I will make a really weak effort at Castlevania 3 because I'm convinced that game is impossible. All right. I gotta go. Actually, I have to finish my review for tomorrow, and then we'll get going. Is Echo Far on right now? Yeah, cool. Okay, we'll rate Echo Far. Original NES cart Castlevania. Yes. Let's see here. Where are they? Dracula's Curse. Castlevania. Here we go. I beat Castlevania 3 once. Yeah, here we go. Castlevania. I bought this. Oh, dude, it still has a sticker on it even. I bought this for $10 used back in college, I guess. Simon's Quest. As you can see, this was $8 used. And Dracula's Curse, which was... I can't read this one. Wait, no way. That can't be right. It seriously looks like this was $3 when I got it. Can you imagine Dracula's Curse going for $3 now? Jesus Christ. Castlevania. Yeah, no. We're gonna do lots of Castlevania over the years, believe me. But Rondo's gonna have to wait. So, anyway, thank you so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. It was a pleasure chatting with all of you about the wonderful world of retro games. We'll be doing a lot more retro games over the weeks and months and years ahead. Don't worry. So. Oh, I will definitely get a Famicom someday. I go back to Japan every year because my wife's Japanese, and I could very easily pick up an old Famicom and Japanese versions of virtually anything. So, but we will... Fammy, get that gimmick. We'll talk about this all next time. I gotta go. Okay, we're gonna rate Echo Far. Echo Far, buddy. All right, gang, here we go. Yep, we're all set. All right, once again, thank you all. Hopefully I'll see you on Monday, or if you're here for the retro stuff on next Saturday. So until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.